Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today what we're going to be doing is, the other day we were out in our garden and we noticed some yellowing discoloration on our watermelon plants. And so a very common occurrence with melons and like squash and zucchini and those types of things is calcium deficiency. Those plants actually require quite a bit of calcium. It just draws it out of the soil quite a bit. So what we're going to do is add some calcium back into the soil. So obviously you could go down and you can buy calcium-rich fertilizers. They have things like CalMag, and which is a calcium magnesium kind of hybrid thing. And so like if you're noticing calcium deficiencies, usually magnesium deficiencies are right along there with it. So that's a supplement that you can buy to help prevent that. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go with a little bit more natural, more organic method of doing it. Not to say that these supplements aren't organic. That'll depend on, wildly on what product and brand and so on and so forth. So the way that we're going to do it is we're actually going to use our blender, and we're going to use a little bit of milk, and we're going to use some eggshells from breakfast the other day. And so milk has a lot of calcium in it already, along with vitamin D and a few other nutrients that the plants will enjoy. And then of course the eggshells are also very high and rich in calcium. And so what we're going to do is put in maybe about, because we only have a few plants, we're going to end up doing about 2 cups, maybe 3 cups if we really feel like we need to, of milk. And then we'll blend that up as fine as we possibly can in our blender and basically make a calcium milkshake for our plants. So, like I said, about there is about 2 cups or so. And then we'll quite literally just take the eggshells and put them in. And then we're going to blend that up and then go and dump it. Basically use it as you would any other supplement and just dump it into our plants, so that way all that nice ground up calcium can break down and become readily available for our plants. Okay, so as you can see, it's nice and blended up. It's not chunky. You want those eggshells to get as fine as you can. I mean, you could blend up. Some people will bake the eggshells and then they grind them up into a fine powder, and then they add water or whatever, milk. But this is fine. It's going to do what we need to do. It's broken it down really fine, so that way that's going to help make that calcium much more readily accessible for the plants. Alright guys, so here we are at where our watermelon plant is, and as you can see, I mean, you have pretty decent healthy looking leaves, and then you start getting this yellowing discoloration in the center of the leaf, and as it gets worse, it'll spread out to the edge of the leaf, and then it starts getting worse and worse, and so on and so forth.
And then the plant eventually will die.
So yeah, if you don't take care of it, the plant will eventually die, and you also start having issues where your young fruit doesn't have the calcium and the nutrients that it needs to survive, so it starts rotting on the vine like this. And so we'll end up having, this is no longer savable. So what we'll end up doing is just having to take this off, so the plant no longer wastes its energy trying to save a fruit that it'll never save. So plain and simply, we're just going to use our solution here. So we're just going to put this down towards where the base that we actually planted the plant at, because there's no point in
this one right here,
watering it or adding the nutrients to an area where there's not really a plant. Right. So we're just going to, like I said, just kind of dump it in and let the plant soak up the calcium and the various other vitamins and minerals and whatnot from the eggshells and from the milk.
You got it on the leaf, or put it right here, babe. A little bit more.
All right, and so basically that's it. Now it's just a matter of letting the plant do its thing and hope, keep an eye on it and see. I mean, because there are other types of deficiencies, like I said, magnesium deficiency, boron deficiency, so on and so forth. And so, I mean, all you can really do is try to identify it the best you can, add the mineral that it is deficient in, and then watch it. If it looks like it's starting to improve and get better, then you've got it. If it looks like it's not really helping, then you're going to have to, move to the next step and say, oh, well, it wasn't calcium deficiency, it must be boron deficiency or whatever, if you happen to misidentify it. Okay, so like I said, guys, we'll keep an eye on it over the next couple days. Maybe in a few days or so, we might blend up more and put more into the soil just to add it in. And then, we'll follow up in a few days, one way or the other to let you know whether it's getting better or it's getting worse. So as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share our video if you think that this is something somebody that could find this helpful or useful or interesting. Please feel free to share it. And as always, thank you for your support. Please support our channel, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye-bye.